lane. And hit the king like an 18-wheeler in and out of air lane. Never been a part of their in crowd. Got same friend that I came in with, ducking all that lane. Nose on go. I rolled in a 4x4. Believe if a cat gon' go see me with, ain't gon' see them no more. They love when I talk that. Roll by the car lot when bought it. Caught case at the case and a phone. They will watch you give a yeah. I live today rapping back, counting them back with they cap. We cashing out, we bagging that. Stacking up, there's zero. Certified neighborhood hero. Better not try with me though, hey.
Bring it in. Roll it down by 2. When they go out here, run it out formation.
Hey everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 19 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, second-year man Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears, they face off with Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins. With that, let's...
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Chicago Bears and the Miami Dolphins. Jakeem. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They will be led out by their 7th-year quarterback from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. He takes this for 3 to the 29. This offense has a few playmakers. If they're going to go downfield, they often look the way of Stills.
He loves to run the deep routes, loves to get downfield and make the big catches, and he does it with flair.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. Amendola catching it left side. That goes for a gain of 31.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Time to run through the starters on the defensive side for Chicago. They currently sit at number 4 in the NFL in terms of stopping the run.
And I've loved watching this unit on tape because throughout this season, I've seen them do all the right things. They're about as talented a group as I've seen, and they know how to stop the run.
Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 23 yards on the play.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. On first down, Drake. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The kick by Sanders is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'2" QB out of North Carolina, former number 2 overall pick. It's Mitchell Trubisky.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It was too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Completion left side to Miller. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now a look at the offense for Chicago.
At running back is Jordan Howard, who was an absolute revelation as a rookie, but he finished 2nd to Ezekiel Elliott for the rushing title in 2016. And no sophomore slump for him at all. Followed it up with a 2nd straight 1,000-yard season and finished 5th in the league in rushing.
The first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows to 10-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and down defensively for Miami. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
They've established throughout this season, but boy, what a competitive group of people. They do not like that ranking they have now because they think that they're better, and they're out to prove it again in this game.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. Then the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis back with you as it's Bears football here to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
When I see Cameron Wake make plays like that, I can't help but shake my head sometimes. He had to go to Canada first before he came back to the NFL, where he's now an all-pro.
Yeah, undrafted out of Penn State, but look at him now.
And just think about all the pass-rushing moves he has, his ability to play against the run. Remember, he was a combo outside linebacker, defensive end. Now he's just simply one of the best in the NFL.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I think it's okay there they didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now it's Trubisky. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Cameron Wake in there to drop it for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. That's something this coaching staff told us they want to see a lot more of this season.
I imagine the entire time in the offseason when these guys were taking breaks from watching film, when they were out running and doing all the other things, all they were thinking about is, how do we create more sacks? They loved what they just saw there.
Because they were near the bottom of the league in 2017. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They stay on the ground with Drake. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
In a blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the pop.
Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Chicago. Zach Miller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. And over the middle, this is Parker. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. It's caught, Stills, right side. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Again, Tannehill eluding the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Draw play. Tannehill gives the Drake. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And that's incomplete.
I had a coach tell me a long time ago that running a screen pass is similar to acting 101 for your offense, because you've got to show something different and create extra space for linemen to chase the quarterback in order to create extra room for the receiver to catch the football and maneuver upfield. In this case, though, give a lot of credit to the defense. They communicated well. You could hear them talking to each other on the field, and they reacted and knocked it away.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Deep, ready!
Now on first down, Drake again. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now on 2nd down, this is goal. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
On 1st and goal. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. And the ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Deep.
Now Tannehill on 3rd and goal. His pass caught at the 4. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Deep, 30.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive spans 13 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Sanders now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Final play of the half. It's Trubisky. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the center. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion, Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Right back to Drake. And this time... He's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a nice catch by Mike Gesicki, the rookie out of Penn State. Saw there.
Yeah, absolutely right, and he can do it with the best of them.
Yeah, and how about him in his high school videos? You ever see any of that with him dunking basketballs and spiking volleyballs? His athletic ability is off the charts.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw is Tannehill. His throw incomplete. Parker the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, right at the 30. Now a play fake here on first down. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On first down, they run the ball. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
On second down, Trubisky. And he completes it to Cohen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost In the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll try to run for it with Howard, and he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short, no gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain at 21 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And Stills bringing it in. Oh, no, he lost the football. Tannehill now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. Drake off the give for Tannehill. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Tannehill hands to Drake. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the 1st as well. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Go.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Albert Wilson, the intended receiver there. And it's 2nd down.
Now that's a tough throw for a right-handed quarterback, rolling out to his left and trying to get the ball to a receiver. We've seen all those drills where they're trying to get the shoulders square and point it towards the target downfield.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Kenyon Drake, his 1st touchdown on the year. the Dolphins add on to their lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Sanders now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Throw left side complete. It's Cohen. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now Trubisky to throw on 2nd. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, it's Trubisky. And he's got Miller. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
You see it? Come on.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And it is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Set. 40.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Kill.
On the give, this is Drake. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call.
Holding, offense.
That hold coming from the middle of the line to center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, get set.
Throwing now, Tannehill. On the move to his left. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Go, 30!
Now a handoff for Drake. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Miami, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they drop below 500 to 2 and 3 with a loss. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
If the squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah. Hey. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Hey. 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 Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, Dodge raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Cross move quick like AI. Chain shine bright like daytime. Stack big bread like waist high. I don't do lanes. Little watch out like 2 chains. I done swerved in a new lane. Dang, get the quick do things. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Yeah, no it ain't, they ain't talking cash, so I did the race. NASCAR with the pace, feed you water on the chain. Get no love where I'm from. When I'm on the beat, I make it thumb. I need that bread like every crumb. Came up from nothing, made a sum. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. I came up, who I was down with. You change up, stay far from around me. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Same squad, same squad, same squad. Drop top, coupe, dodge, raindrops. Big plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now. I'm gonna hold it down, I swear. I roll up and I'm smelling like a right now. I do this for my rounds, oh yeah. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. Chillin' like a boss with my feet up. Got a bag for him with a visa. Pulling up the know the leader. You know I don't on the. She's a keeper. No play burritos. Get to the pesos with amigos. I cannot with no zeros. Don't you when I no, I can't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a
Start your week by installing your game plan.
bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now. Feeling like a boss right now. Feeling like a boss right now. And you just took a loss right now. Dripping in the sauce right now. Get a sprinkle up my style. I'm about to lock down. Feel like in the real life, dripping on sauce in a good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I feel like a boss right now. Talk to the man right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Feel like the man right now. Your girl on my line right now. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Shorty oughta been my me. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. She love me in the gray sweatpants. You never left. Yeah, feeling like a boss, I done made it. Get so like a spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. Up, downs, no base.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach, and you're tuned in to Madden 19 on EA Sports. Up next, Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. They face off with Ryan Tannehill and the Miami Dolphins. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. This crowd a few minutes ago stirred into action at the side of their Dolphins emerging from the Hard Rock Stadium tunnels, and we're ready to go as the Dolphins get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Hey everyone, Brandon guard and Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the Lions here, they come in with some fresh legs as they got the week off last week thanks to the early season bye.
And usually you hope your bye comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get fresh legs back, you take that time and you run with it.
Here's the first carry for Kenyon Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Time to feature the offensive starters, and our first chance to get a look at Parker.
Devontae Parker came out of Louisville with a guy who is known as a mature receiver. Runs routes really well, but the best part of his game, he'll jump over you at the end of a route and go get the football.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
On third down, Drake. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They're going to go. It's Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
Running, it's Drake. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Finishing in the top 10 in the NFL with 12 sacks last year was Ziggy Ansah, and I just absolutely love his backstory. Went to BYU to run track, maybe play some basketball. Instead discovered a game he'd never played before, American football. And now look at him, a perennial double-digit sack guy in the league.
Kill! Get set!
They'll get it to Drake, running left. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Glover Quinn there on the stop.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Here's Tannehill. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A big pickup of 12 yards on fourth down to keep this drive from stalling. So that is twice on the opening drive that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've converted both.
I don't know if they're using analytics, which might tell them, hey, more times you go for it on fourth down, the better your odds, the better your chances of succeeding. But let's face it, most teams are not going to go for it twice on fourth down in the first quarter of the game. I mean, we might not see it 2 more times all season.
A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Now Tannehill. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's caught outright, Amendola. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And a short gain here, down to the 22. So not much to speak of scoring-wise in this first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this. They've got a 2nd and 9 to start things out. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches.
Kill. Quick.
They'll run with Drake, and they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
So another 4th down upcoming, and they're 2 for 2 already on 4th down on this drive. I think they're going to go for it again.
Seems to be their M.O., doesn't it?
It certainly does. As far as this drive is concerned, they're definitely locked in and trying to pick up 4th downs.
Here we go on 4th. Tannehill steps away to his left. And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take it right down and score on the opening drive. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 10th-year quarterback. This is his first season in his 30s. 30-year-old out of Georgia. It's Matthew Stafford.
And coming off of an early season open week. And in this situation, what he told us when we sat down with him was he spent a lot of time working on fundamentals, kind of getting back to basics during that time, as opposed to having to worry about healing up or resting up. It's too early in the season. Get back to the basics, get his game going again.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Stafford now on second down. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. That would carry for Blount. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. This one completes at the O-Riddick. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd-down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Throwing is Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw on 2nd down is Stafford. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder, what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Maybe anticipating a